but I had a few requests on me testing this blade out, doing some batoning and chopping with it. So that's what I'm going to do today, and hope you guys like it. So what I'm going to do now, I'll read you some specs. Let me get out from behind the camera and let me see if you guys can see this. Alright, so back. Alright, so what we have here is that we got 14.5 inches overall with a 5.5 inch handle, which is pretty beefy and wide. You know, designed, I got pretty big hands, so I mean I need a big blade, and it looks a lot, almost kind of a lot like the BK9, like this guy's big brother, but it's kind of what I designed it after, but wanted to give it my own little twist. So so 5.5 inch long handle, and then we have a 9-inch blade, big old beast. Really, I mean, I don't have any way to measure it, but if I had to guess, it'd probably be over, it might be 2 pounds. It's like every time I swing it, I believe I'm gonna get carpal tunnel. It's that bad. Because like it's one thing, which I'll get to the thickness of the blade here in just a second. So basically, like I didn't realize, I mean, all it is basic, you know, physics, but I wasn't thinking when I designed such a, you know, big knife or anything like that. But you know, when there's a lot of weight to it, we'll say that. But anyhow, so it's like I said earlier, it's made out of a Ford leaf spring. Basically what I did, I'm gonna call it semi-forged, because I didn't forge the blade shape out or nothing. I did all this with a grinder, but you know, if you ever looked at, well, I'll just lay that down instead of stabbing it. I've already if you ever looked at a leaf spring, they're curved like that. Well, not, they're curved anyhow, but what I did, basically, you need to check the video out if you haven't already. What I did, you know, I heated it up till it was cherry red hot, and then basically I banged it out straight. So, and then that's how I got that, which it's actually pretty straight, and it looks like, if you eyeball it, it almost looks like it's bent, but that's because there's like a I don't know what you call it, it's like a nick, not a nick, but just like a little indent from where the grinder hit it or something. It makes it look crooked, but it's actually pretty straight. And what I want to say it's either 5160 and steel, carbon steel, either that or something like 1075 or something. But I know, like, it came off a Ford truck. Ford's an American company, so I mean, it's going to be an American steel. So from what time I've used it, I've only sharpened it one time, and from what I can tell, it's got pretty good edge retention. But let's see, I call it kind of, oh, sorry about that, camera battery's getting low, but I call it a saber convex grind, because I mean, it is a convex, but it's almost got like the, I don't know what you call geometry or shape of a saber. So that's what I call it. And then I put tan micarta handles on it that I handmade myself. Just like I said, if you want to know that whole process, you'll just have to go and watch the video. But and then I got my little symbol right there. It's NK, stands for Noah Kennedy, and you know, that's my name. This is my trademark with a skull. It's always NK with a skull on all of my knives. So what I'm gonna do next, we're gonna do some comparison here, and this involves this, and we're gonna compare this to an axe and some smaller knives. So let's hop into that. Okay, so now what we'll do a feather stick, and I just had, you know what, this piece of wood right here, let me see, and if the dadgum wind, it's making my camera shake or something with the bipod, if it blows the camera over, you might have to see me take off running after the bipod I have here. I'll do a video of like a cheap bipod later, because it's like, all it is basically a styrofoam cup with 2 slots big enough for my phone. You set it in there. It's basically just a redneck bipod. But you might have to see me run after that cup, because that's what I use to stabilize my phone. So, let's see, we'll just start here. I mean, you don't really need, I mean, I guess if you're one of those one tool option guys, you know, there are a few of them out there. It can do it, but I mean, you know, it ain't no, you know, more when it comes to it. Excuse the four-wheeler in the background. Let's see here. I mean, it's kind of hard to do them with, just because it's that steep grind on it. But I mean, you can get them. Kind of reminds me of the SCHF 9 by Charade. That thing, it has such thick geometry, it kicks butt at like wood processing, but you try to do fine tasks with it, it's just hard to do it. So that's my feather sticks with the leaf spring blade. Alright, so what we're going to do now, we'll do some chopping. Don't mind Lucy here, she's my inside dog, and we're letting her run out, letting her run wild today, so move please. Alright, so what I got, and excuse me if I keep hollering her name, because this is actually probably one of, well no, it's probably we've let her outside a few times, but we're trying to get her trained to where she won't go out of the yard. So if you hear me hollering at her, I'm sorry, but try won't to do that too much. Hopefully she'll go back up there in the yard. But got this big cedar log, and I split it, and yeah, split that big thing in one of my previous testing videos. So we're just going to do a little bit of chopping in it. She's up there in the bushes. Goofy dog, but oh well. Alright, so I think we'll go right here. So come on. Alright, she's going up in the yard. Yeah, but like I said earlier, about the sliding down my hand, it's not bad. You get, I mean, you still get a good like power grip, or power chop I should say, but every now and then it will want to slip out of your hands. So like I said, I'm going to do a lanyard on it. Just to show you a little bit of it. Knock the camera out. But just to show you a little bit of it. There it is. Alright, so now I really do not know what type of wood that is. I don't know if it ain't got a leaf on it. So I really don't know. But we'll just chop a little bit on it, do some more chopping. So, yeah, it's still a little bit green. As you can tell, I don't know what's that. Yeah, okay, that's just. Oh man, I just killed that tree. Crap. I don't know, I don't like to kill like green stuff. Like if it's like softwood, I don't know what that was, but I just killed it. Crap. Oh well. I mean, I'll pick it up and use it as firewood, but. Yeah, okay, so this is still a little bit green. Switch. Oh yeah, I was just thinking. I said I was going to use that for firewood. I was going to let it dry out and then use it for firewood. We're on the ground now. Couldn't get it to stand, but. we're gonna chop through this daggone thing today. Just bounces around so daggone much. Alright. So that was kind of a mercy cut right there. Probably could have done better if it wouldn't bounce around, but oh well. So there's chopping. Alright, so now what we're going to do, we're going to do some batoning. And I got my gloves laying right here, just in case I do feel some shock. Because every now and then you will feel a little bit from it, but for the most part, the handles are pretty good and with, you know, obtaining that, but it is just like a block of metal and Bondo, you know, tested a little bit, and from what I can tell, I mean, it's pretty good batoner. Like I said, that steep grind sometimes just, you know, I wish I could have put like a better grind on it almost. I don't know if you have watched my first video on this, I think I told you that this was my first attempt at a leaf spring knife, and I have learnt better grinds on these type of knives since then. Like I got a what I call a full flat convex that I'm working on right now, meat cleaver. That one's going to be for sale soon. If you're on any knife Facebook pages, I might be on there with you. You know, a popular one is, if you ever watch Chris Tanner Prepared Mind 101, the PM 101 group, I am on that one. So I do sell them on there, and which it'll be for the meat cleaver will be for sale soon. I just got to finish it, put handles on it, and heat treat it and get it sharp. So let's get this going. So what I got some red oak. I think I got some, that might be a piece of white oak. I know it's hardwood. Like I said, I get this mainly red oak. Let me see. Camera still rolling? Yep. Alright, so like I said, I got my gloves laying off here to the side that way. Alright, so let me see here. Start out with this piece. So, and one thing I wish I could have done, and I had a hole drilled out for it too, was a lanyard hole, because when you're swinging this, just the weight of it, it's kind of hard to hang on to. But I think I am going to fix that soon. So I think I'm going to drill a new hole in it and make one. So we're just going to go straight down it. Here we go. I hope you can see me good, because that sun is probably, you know, it's about to probably get dark in maybe an hour or so, but it's casting a bad shadow on this crap right through here. But it's the only place, I mean, I could probably go, but it's right next to my wood pile. I mean, could go out in the woods and do it, but like I said, which I am going to be taking this in the woods in this video, but like for the batoning process, I'm just got all kinds of hardwood right here. So come on now, we're just going to split this one more time. There we go. Ah, why heck, one more time. I just wanted to process like a big wood splitter, or a wood processor I should say, you know, chopping capabilities, which like I said, I need a lanyard hole on it, because with the lanyard you can at least go faster when chopping. You ain't got to worry about it going out of your hand, which I wish I could, because for some reason my dumb self forgot to put drill the lanyard hole in the handles before I put the handles on. But I said oh well with it. This piece has already looked like it's been split with an axe already, but heck, do it anyhow. I hope this video will turn out good, by the way. I mean, I don't know. Some days you have it in you and some days you don't. Let's see here. Let's see if I get it in here. I don't know why I can't get that to stick. It won't help that I'm on a slanted surface no how. This don't do it. Yeah, there we go. So, alright, let's go one more time. We're just going to split. We'll try to split. It's probably be a long video, but I mean, I don't know how many people will watch it, but that ain't why I do it. I gotta fix this real quick though. Make it less wobbly. Let's see here. Alright, it's just gonna have to do it. I mean, if it can't cooperate, I guess I'll go find somewhere else to do it on. I mean, I can use a baton for this, but I just want to do some of these like axe style splits. So yeah, you know, good stuff to throw in your wood stove. Good sized pieces. And then we got 2 more pieces right there. I'm gonna see if I can get this in this. Yeah, there we go. It's probably got a knot, honestly, somewheres. No, I don't know. Yeah, there we go. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I don't really consider myself a knife maker. I mean, you know, I just make them. Really, I used to make them just for me. But then I mean, I got a few people, like I said, posting them on those groups, and a few people started liking them. So I said, well, heck, I'll give selling them a shot. And right now, I'm in the process of trading one for in Ontario. Let's see. Well, come on now. There we go. Alright, you know what? We'll call it quits with batoning right there. So that was pretty good. I mean, you know, basic round camp. Alright, so what we'll do now, on this old log or stump here, we're just going to do some downward hits, I guess you could call them. But I'm going to see. It's a bit soggy, but it's alright. For the most part, it's still pretty solid. But I'm going to do a few down and then I'll zoom in. And then, so. Oh. I hit a knot there. Yeah. Dang, dude. Chopped through the knot. Goodness. That part's still really hard. It's this right here that is real, like, rotted. But alright, so let me see if you get that real quick. So, I'll zoom you in there. And by that's the part right there is what I meant. Alright, so. Oh. About fell. About died. Get out of there. Oh, I better not chop up my test log too bad. That'd be bad. Oh, one thing I forgot to tell you. At least I think. Alright, so this knife is 1/4 of an inch thick. And by what I've been saying, like, you know, sliding out of my hand, you know, that's a lot of mass going down there. Like I said, it's probably, I don't exactly know because I don't have one of those scales. But if I'd had to guess, it's probably close to 2 pounds. So there you go. So one last thing we're going to attempt chopping, we're just going to carve a point on, we're going to carve on this end because it's skinnier. And this ain't really the straightest piece of wood, but I'm just going to, I guess, carve a spear point, but I wouldn't use this piece of wood. Like I said, it's got too many bends and stuff, but just a rough one. It ain't gonna be no $5 million spear. Just need to sharpen it up a little bit. Hold on just a second. That'll do alright. I mean, fine task. Just a daggum heavy. I mean, you know. That's what I'm saying. I always carry, if I'm doing anything, I usually have more than one knife on me if I'm in the woods. Because I don't really do one tool options. I mean, I like to have more than one knife. That way, if I want to have a skinny one, oh crap, I just messed it up. But it was looking good, but I kind of messed it up. So we'll cut it off here. Alright, so I just basically just carved the spear point and then cut it off just for the video purposes. So I had a lot of fun doing this project, and if it's something you guys want to see more of, just drop a comment down below, and I'll test some more of the things I make. And if you don't want to see it, you know, just tell me otherwise. But like I said, I had a lot of fun. I like doing this kinds of things. I mean, you know, I didn't think I could do it, making, you know, a leaf spring knife, because it involved doing a little bit of forging. You can forge them like, but I chose to do it like what I call semi-forged, you know, kind of like earlier what I said, half forged, and then, well, no, I'd call it a quarter forged, because all I did was basically bang the shape out, and then I cut it out with a grinder. So it's kind of forged. I don't know. Well, I don't know what you call that, but mostly I grind it up, put a grind on it with a angle grinder, because the steel is so hard. Well, it's not really after you anneal it, but I chose, for some reason, I chose to put the grind on it before I annealed it. So I found that out the hard way, and it's just basic metal working common sense. So I don't know, I ain't got much of common sense, but if this is, like I said, if this is something you want to see, just tell me, and then I'll try to do my best to work on that. But I do have another bug out bag video that I'm working, the winter version of the bug out bag. I'm gonna try to work on that some this week, and then hopefully have it out by next weekend. But as always, guys, appreciate y'all stopping by, checking out the video, and I hope this, or not sport, I don't know what I was thinking there. I hope this satisfies some of the people that were asking about this, and if you haven't already, go check out the making of this. I had, you know, like I said, I had a lot of fun doing it. But until next time, guys, y'all stay safe out there, and I'll see you guys on the other side.